Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to do Origo 3.7. So if you'll get your Origo math book and turn to page 100 and 101. And crew, I already gave that to you, so you do not have this to do today. So it's comparing to order 3-digit numbers. You're going to look at each card. The scorecard, you'll see a blue one that says game 1 and then the points, and then you'll see game 2 and the points. It says Riku has 452 points. William has 524 points. And Wendell has 254 points. The red one says Alicia has 368 points. Morgan 386 points, and Grace 380 points. It says, who won each game? How do you know? What place in the number did you look at first? And which place did you look at next? Well, I always have told you guys to start with the hundreds. If you're looking for the greatest, start it with the hundreds. So if you look at Riku's card, he has 452, so in that hundreds is a 4. William had 524, so his hundreds is a 5. And then Wendell is 254, and his hundreds is a 2. So out of the hundreds, 4, 5, and 2, which is greatest? And it would be, if you said 500, you're correct. So William won game 1 with 524. Now this one was a little bit easier game card because all of the hundreds numbers were different, so you didn't have to go to the next, the tens. Now on game card 2, you have Alicia with 368, Morgan with 386, and Grace with 380. They all have 300. So when it says, which place did you look at next? Now you have to go to the tens. So Alicia has 6 in her tens, Morgan has 8, and Grace has 8. So we know that Morgan and Grace both have the largest so far, so let's look at the ones. Morgan has 6, Grace has 0. Because 6 is larger than 0, Morgan won game 2. So if you look at it as a whole, 386 is larger than 368 and 380. The next step, it says use any three of these digits. I'm going to try that again. Use any 3 of these digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So pick 3 of those. The first question says, write the greatest 3-digit number that is possible. Well, I would just take the largest 3 and just make that a number. But you can do anything. The greatest one would be 654. 6 in the 100s, in the hundreds space, 5 in the tens, and 4 ones. And how did you decide what number to write? I just wanted the biggest numbers. That's how I decided and looked to figure it out. Now write 2 different 3-digit numbers using any of the digits above. So you're going to you could use any of those 3-digit numbers. So you could use 546, any of them. Just pick 2 and then write those down. And then look at the 3 numbers that you wrote, the largest and then the other 2 you just chose. And I want you to write those in order from least to greatest, which would be the smaller number first and the greatest number last. How did you figure out the order? Did you use like the hundreds and then go to the tens and then go next to the ones to see what order? If you did, that's a great job. Step up at the bottom is number 1. For each scorecard, I want you to write the scores for the list first, second, and third places. The team with the greatest score wins. The Bears on problem A had 379 points. The Eels had 385, and the Hawks had 368. So first place, use the same exact rule that we've been doing. Start with your hundreds and go on to your tens next, and then your ones. So if you'll see who won first, that was the greatest, the next greatest number, and then the smallest number for third place. B, Rangers had 223, the Kings had 218, and the Rockers had 231. Again, if you'll put the greatest score in first place, the next greatest in second, and the least in third. And you can pause while you're doing that. And just press play when you're done. I'm on page 2, 101. Write the scores for the first, second, third, and last place. The team with the greatest score wins. Same what we just did at the bottom, but there's 4. Eagles, 381. Tigers, 308. Falcons, 380. Sharks, 318. So go ahead and look. They all have 3 in the hundreds. I see 2 that have 8, so that will be our first and second. So you look and see, does the Eagles have a 1 in their ones, and the Falcons have a 0. So go ahead and write first and second. And then between Tigers and Sharks, go ahead and look at the 100s, the 10s place, and the 1s place to see who's third and last. And B, Seals have 499, the Crocs have 419, and the Stingrays have 491, and the Snakes have 409. Look at those names. So I would like you again to do first, second, third, and last. They all have fours in the hundreds place. So go to the tens. I see 2 that have 9 in the tens place. And those would be your first and second. So just look at the ones in those 2 to see which one would be first and which one would be second. Then Crocs and Snakes would be your third and fourth. Go ahead and look at the hundreds place, the tens place to determine those. C. Now if I'm going ahead, just push that stop button or that pause button for right now. The Bulls have 212. Roosters have 221. The Stallions have 210, and the Rams have 220. They all have 2 in the hundreds, so you're going to have to go on to the next tens space, the tens place. The Bulls, it looks like Roosters and Rams have 2 in their tens. They'll be between first and second, so go ahead and go onto their ones place and see which one gets that position. Then it looks like the Bulls and the Stallions would be third and fourth. So just go ahead and look at that. The D is Smashers, 890, Strikers, 809, Twisters, 980, Chargers, 819. Well, there's only one that has 9 in the hundreds place. So put that one first and put the other 3. Go ahead and look at their tens and their ones to determine the place that they are. Go ahead and do E and F exactly the same way. The Breakers have 459. The Thrashers have 495. The Crackers have 517, where the Flyers have 509. The 2 that have the 500 in the hundreds place, look at them for first and second. And then look at Breakers and Thrashers for third and last. Comet, same way. Comets, 179. Blasters, 212. Rockets, 197. Scorchers, 206. Blasters and Scorchers have 2 in the hundreds space, so they'll be first and second, but look to see which one goes where. And that leaves Rockets and Comets for third and last. At the bottom, use only these digits. Write the 6 different 3-digit numbers that are possible. So you have 3 numbers, 5, 9, and 8, that you can, this 5, 9, and 8. I always do my 5 first and then put those numbers in. Then I do my 9, then I do my 8. I would like you on B, after you've written your 6 numbers, write your numbers in order from the greatest to least on B. That is our Origo math for Monday. I hope you're having a great day learning at home. See you tomorrow. Bye.